commercial?
For sure. We're ready. Cadence, you want to start her off? Okay, hold on. Ready, set, go. Hold on to your 20. I already screwed up. Hold on to your D20 bag and don't shrink away. Are you ready to take your Pathfinder adventures to the next level? Well, we've got something special for you.
Introducing Arkham Forge Toolkit.
Yeah, you're the ultimate companion for game masters
and storytellers alike. And guess what?
What?
It's one-time payment, no subscription fees. Imagine that!
No way! The Arkham Forge Toolkit can be used fully offline and installed in an unlimited number of devices with just one purchase. That's right, unlimited. So whether you're planning your next dungeon crawl at home or preparing for your next Pathfinder Society mission, your toolkit is right there with you.
But wait, there's more. Easily import and manage your own content, build fully animated maps with real-time lighting, and hook up a TV or projector for an in-person gaming experience that will blow your party's mind faster than a fireball spell.
Whoa, that sounds intense.
It is.
Oh, manage your campaigns with a robust linkable note system because let's face it, keeping track of your epic saga is just as important as slaying that ancient dragon.
Ooh.
And speaking of
dragons, set the scene with impressive audio that will transport you and your players to another realm. It's like having a Bard's magical soundtrack for your very own Pathfinder adventure.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Are you worried about licensing? Fear not, fellow
adventurer.
No,
I'm not.
You're not? Oh, that's great, because Arkham Forge's Toolkit comes with a full commercial license to export those maps, giving you the freedom to share your creations far and wide, whether you're a member of the Pathfinder Society or the Guild of Wonders. You are covered.
And here's a little extra magic for you. Use the word mushroom tips.
Mushroom tips!
Mushroom tips! That's one word. For $5 off the Arkham Forge Toolkit. Whenever you choose the fantasy or sci-fi starter pack, yes, you heard it right, 5 gold pieces off.
Woo! Mushroom tips!
Mushroom tips!
But wait, there's more magic.
Ooh.
Try for free for a 30-day free trial. That's a whole month of unlimited storytelling and creativity at your fingertips. So why wait? Elevate your Pathfinder experience with Arkham Forge's Toolkit. Visit arkhamforge.com today. That's ARKENFORGE.com. And don't forget to use the code word
Mushroom Tips!
Mushroom Tips for your exclusive discount. Arkham Forge, where every goal is an adventure.
And hold on to your wizard hats adventure, because Arkham Forge now has the unlimited bundle. The ultimate bundle. This includes the fantasy and sci-fi essential packs and a whopping 32 gigabytes of a national map,
additional mapping and audio content, and yes, our code works on it too. So check it out. So head to arkhamforge.com today and use the code word Mushroom Tips to embark Mushroom Tips on your ultimate Pathfinder gaming adventure today. And we also had something about, I don't have it on here for some reason today, but the RPG music thing, tabletop RPG music at Patreon. So check them out, help them out, and keep people with amazing music coming and helping everybody out, and you can check it out. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Cadence. I don't know why that didn't save, but it, sub commercial. I don't have it here.
Okay.
Here we go. Here he goes. And for captivating RPG music, enhance your adventures. Visit patreon.com/tabletop-RPG-music. Elevate your game with immersive soundscapes and atmospheric tracks designed specifically for your tabletop sessions. Subscribe today and let the music take your campaign to new heights. So what's that again? Tabletop RPG music at patreon.com.
Woo!
And that's our night. Thank you very much.
Okay. Welcome back to Magic Mushrooms Mead. Apparently I have Brandon's camera really, really low on here, so I'm gonna fix that. It is like right at the bottom. I was seeing the top of your head, and that was all. Welcome back to Magic Mushrooms Mead. Yep, it's all good now. This is episode. Oh, how is that still saying 30? It is episode 40, Escaping Pagked / the Godsrain.
I'm just comforted about it. I both the title.
Yeah. I was reading some stuff in that new book, and ooh. So previously on, the group smashed their way into Decrosia's office. She recognized her niece and pocket sanded her so that she could jump out the window. Lyra gave chase, and so did the rest of the crew, but much slower because Lyra is fucking fast. I should turn on some music too. Tabletop RPG music, non-looping. Themes? No. Suspense? Yeah, let's go with investigation here. So, to continue, they got into town from the factory. It wasn't very far away, but got into town, and combat started with Decrosia shooting once and critting with the second shot, dealing, what was it, 50 damage with that one bullet onto Lyra.
Yep, 51 I think.
It was a long and hard-fought battle, including her getting up 3 times because of her mythic ferocity, but they eventually got her down. And I'm not here. There.
Good? No. The hag is dead. There we go.
The hag is dead.
Which
yeah.
old hag?
I was gonna say the witch is dead, but she's not a witch, she's a hag.
Close, but not quite.
Yeah.
So you guys are now sitting in the street with Not doing very poorly, Lyra doing very poorly, and you've just pulled some shit out of or off of Decrosia's body. You see Mitch coming around the corner. Oh, I just noticed that Foundry is not logged in. Let me interact. Launch. And dice and join. You see Mitch coming around the corner. It's a little worse for wear, but not too bad. A couple dings. Looks like he might have been fighting another zombie. Probably not another Hulk, but that big brute. The large one, not the huge one.
I'd like to see that fight.
I mean, he's got a slashing weapon, so...
Zombie fight!
He did alright.
He did alright, yeah. Okay, it's all black. It should be coming in, hopefully soon. Hopefully I don't have to reset that, because it's a bitch. But while I wait for that, There we go. Interact, get rid of that. Don't care that it's chromium. Alright, so Mitch is F10 that full screens.
F11.
11. I pressed everyone except 11.
Fantastic.
So Mitch coming around the corner. Oh, it's not liking that. I've been online for an hour. And then you hear a crack of thunder. An extremely loud crack of thunder. And it starts to rain from a cloudless sky.
What kind of rain?
The rain is red and stains like blood.
I open my lips to drink some of
It
John Dirt, like,
tastes, it tastes divine, some might say.
does it hurt John Dirt as an undead?
It does not, but you do notice a couple drops that are a different color than blood red. Pat, you haven't missed much. It's raining blood.
And men.
And men.
Hallelujah. Sorry guys, I just got.
No problem.
Good.
We literally just started recording, so.
Alright, okay.
So you notice that a couple of these drops are not blood red. They are silver, hitting the four of you, possibly some other people, but these silver drops are like mercury. They hit you and they bead up, unlike the blood that's running down you, but then it soaks into you.
Like Mercury.
I guess kind of like. Does mercury soak into you?
No, it doesn't.
Most of it rolls off.
Yeah. So, with that, you guys can all add your mythic callings to your sheets.
Mythic
You
Rain.
watch as, Mythic Rain. You watch as slowly as the blood is running off of Mitch, bits of him start to grow flesh.
Wait,
So Mitch is
Send you to
starting
be
grow a pair, eh?
He is growing flesh. You see some long ears start popping out through his helmet. As I go to add Knots calling. And he eventually becomes a hobgoblin.
Cool,
I think we
that's
do that.
That is cool.
Wait. Like,
awesome. I never paid much attention to Mitch, so I don't know.
Nott was definitely studying his bones.
Yeah, well, the one in particular I am studying now, but...
You spot a
Like
bunch
that.
of scars on him. He is not particularly unscarred, but they look old. None of it is new, like he just got damaged. And then from behind you, you start hearing a screaming. From the east, you see a mob of ghosts running at you. And then as the blood rain is traveling through them, you see lines of flesh. You see like skin and clothing on the outside and on the two sides, and then skin, veins, bone through the line. As it gets thicker and thicker on them, they coalesce into just a big ol' group of humans running at you with weapons drawn.
I pull out my gun there that's striking that person that I pulled from that other person and just start popping them off.
Remember that you have 6 HP right now, not.
Well, what am I going to do, run?
As from the other side, the west, you hear the mechanical ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk of one of the clockwork soldiers, and the louder thud of another one of those hulks. And you see a Virulak, one of those mechanical laborers, and one of the dwarves from the factory also walking in your direction at the other end of the intersection.
Maybe I'll start chugging some elixir of my life.
I vote let's go into the building where at least if there's gonna be a fight, we can fumble a little bit.
I'm gonna look at Hawk and be like, do you know what the fuck's going on here?
He says, I think it might be best to leave. The Shroud
Probably.
sent me to help you, and he said that her forces are coming your way. If you don't get out, they're gonna rip you to shreds.
I'm gonna hop on Mitch's back.
Well, you are back into your dog form.
Or he
I
can just
assume-
pick me up by the scruff. Just bring me back.
Yeah.
I assume DeCrozier's body's around here still, right?
Yeah, it's there. It's just disappeared because of the way that the module works.
Can we just like make sure she's dead? Like take off her head and maybe bring it with us in case they're gonna like try to bring her back.
You absolutely can. Mitch does have an axe, and it is cold iron as well, so it'll work even better on her. You say that, and he like, whop, and takes that head right off for you. So you guys are now escaping. So we have 4 things for this obstacle, but is this gonna play an undead mob? It is playing an undead mob. Very quietly, but it is. So there are going to be 4 skills that I drop into chat, but if you have anything else that you think will help you to get out of town, you can just bring it up and we can decide on the thing. These all have the same DC, so whatever you decide on will also have the same DC.
Sounds good. Well, I'm obviously gonna use athletics.
So, how are you using athletics to get out?
I'm just sprinting out. Well, I mean, I guess I want to keep my group up with me as well. I'm not trying to abandon anyone.
My athletics are trying to hold on to the nearest goal.
Okay, and you do great with that. You're holding on to her gi, and you're like jumping and whoomp, 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 taking the extra steps.
I'm gonna use my hero point to re-roll that if that's okay.
All right, and actually,
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You took the mythic calling,
Yeah.
so you can re-roll, and it will be not expert. It will be it will be mythic. So that will be.
It's
an
not
extra
built
punch.
in yet, right?
Yeah, it's not built in yet.
Okay.
So it'll be an extra 6 on top of whatever you roll now.
So technically, I'm supposed to have 3.
You should
hero
have 3
points
now,
then?
yes.
Okay. And everyone else should as well, so everyone.
Yes,
get
sorry I
one
didn't
hero.
mention that. Everyone who decided to take Mythic should have 3 hero points right now. Alright,
And that should technically be plus a couple more.
Plus-
I don't
plus
know what the
6.
different difference-
so that would make it a critical success. So you are booking it with not hanging off you. He's helping out with those 2 feet at the back, so it's like you got
Wind
4.
catching in his cheeks.
Yeah.
I just see myself like, when you get the little kid hold on to somebody and they're just kind of walking with you. It's like,
Oh no.
Oh no?
You deleted the other version of the character, didn't you?
What do you mean?
What'd you lose? Did you lose? Like,
There's
macros?
stuff on my biography page.
Oh shit! I do have a backup of that, so I can grab your biography stuff. Sorry, I completely forgot about going to the
That's
biography.
all good. I just was looking at. I just scrolled past it accidentally. So I missed the. Oh, the call here. Okay, here we go. Let's take that. Let's see, just go
It's alright. And Mamanga? What about you? What are you doing to escape?
Well, I'm gonna try and move these bone legs. We'll see how well this goes, or not poorly.
It can be any of those, or it can be something else. It doesn't have to be one of those 4. If there's something else that you want to do.
Are we still able to use the edge points if we wanted to?
You are still able to use an edge point. You could also, Mamanga, if you took that mythic, if you're going with mythic, you could re-roll that with a +10.
I'm gonna have to roll 9 or better if I do that.
No, you'll have to roll a bit better than 9.
Oh, I was saying even just to get what I just got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why not? Sure, I'll do that.
Wait, I don't. So mythic points can be used in the same sense as hero points.
Except for attack rolls and death recovery.
Oh, they can't be used to reroll attacks?
I don't think so.
I think I did that right.
Yeah.
Okay, you did do that right.
Yeah.
15,
So
and
it should
that's
be,
going to be
25.
+10, so it's 25.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you succeed as well.
Yay!
It's
How
just
are-
not in Foundry yet.
Yeah. I do have the mythic rules in here. So rewrite fate is here. Spend a mythic point to reroll a check or save. Yeah, so no attack rolls and no recovery.
No. I was
Death
just
recovery.
reading in like the callings themselves. It doesn't mention that, so I just
Right.
double
Yeah.
check.
It's a new action. Yeah.
My face is terrible. It's terrible.
You guys are all young and you look great.
I look like I'm 20 again.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
So I too am going to reroll these.
There we go. That one's a crit as well. With your athletics, what are you doing?
So I'm basically going to. It's gonna look kind of neat because I'm gonna because I don't have that much movement. I'm gonna be using my kineticist ability to like raise stones under my feet to push me forward.
Push you further? Okay.
That's the,
Alright.
the mythic abilities.
So, all of these creatures following you, you manage to outrun them, even the mob, and we are going to go to...
You know how we're like playing a not great party?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, once we have spells like Meteor Swarm, we should revisit this town and
Yeah.
show them what we appreciate.
Show them not to chase off their mythic heroes.
That's right.
Well, you know, that'd probably go well with us. It'd just be a practice.
Hey, you stop that. Sorry, cat going for the,
Power bar.
yeah, all the chords. Chords are fun, aren't they? So, let's drop a manga on here, and let's drop
A manga. There's more of you?
Well, Momonga wasn't here for this part. So you guys get out, and eventually you get past the hill where you were originally watching the town from, and you see waiting for you there is the Shroud. He's leaning against a signpost that says Pagked, however many kilometers, and says, well, looks like you did escape. Good for Haka. No, Haka didn't need to escape. He's saying, good for Haka getting you guys out.
Helping us get out. Yeah, well, the deed is done, and whoever has the head, I'm sure, whips it out.
Well
And
done.
then somebody's like, no, the other head, the other head.
Whoops. That's my mom. Here's the other one.
Don just zips his pants back.
Oh, that head.
Alright. He pulls out a bag, and apparently we don't have, because of that, user config, player character, John Dirt, save. And it's probably the same for Thomas. User config, yeah. Era, save.
Random question, because I feel like I missed the session that we ended up dealing with them. What do we do with the revenants that were in the... I remember going and talking to the revenants.
They gave us that shield that I used, I believe.
Yep. The Spellguard shield and the Ghoul Hide armor.
Are we splitting money 5 ways? Oh, because Mitch is on board, I think.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Well,
I assume someone just pressed the button.
I think someone did,
pressed
yeah.
Oh, no.
I did.
That's
I'll
okay.
take the ring for now.
Alright. He looks at manga and says, now, my book, if you please.
Alright. I think I deleted my character, or I'm not on there anymore, I'm not sure.
Probably because it's your old ones. There's John. There's Lara.
His book. You got a book for him?
Yes. It's not on your sheet, but
I was looking for it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, yes, thank you for the loan of this. And I'll hand it
Okay.
back.
He takes it and tucks it in his bag. It says, now, I need you to promise me you will never return to Pagked, and you will never tell anyone who gave you that ring.
I'm gonna like look at the ring. The fuck is the ring?
I've already forgotten.
It's an unusual ring. Did he? Did you actually ask him what the ring is?
He says, it is a ring of wizardry.
Perfect for
So,
I assume I'm passing that off to the monk.
where is
I mean,
that?
I wouldn't say
I will.
I mean,
It's in my equipment.
is that a rare item, or do you just want to be associated with this?
Both.
Oh. Do you know what's gonna happen to the townspeople now that Croce is dead?
Well, the ones who decide that they want to continue being poor citizens will find themselves in jail. Those good ones, well, they'll be helping me rebuild the Carter's Consortium, and they will rebuild the reputation of Pagked and ensure that, well, this never happens again.
So there's no turning them back, eh?
Into humans? No. Why would there be?
Wouldn't it be nicer just to kill them all and put them all out of their misery?
As a reminder, this guy is also a Viralac, I believe,
Yay.
right?
He is, yeah.
I mean, I guess being undead isn't that
Honest
shitty.
question, wouldn't you rather be put out of your misery?
What are you trying to do with the shroud?
I was just trying to double click him to bring up his character sheet for some reason.
Oh.
Just no like habit of trying to, you know, inspect as if it's Baldur's Gate, and I can just do that.
Why are we never to return here again? Seems like you would,
It's because he wants to take credit for all the work he did.
Well, I suppose there's a reason that Berlin calls you a detective, isn't there?
Sometimes I have small insights that just pop out of nowhere. Crazy. I get you. I wouldn't want to have us around either.
Out of character, didn't we make arrangements? Like, what were we doing with that warehouse? I thought we were gonna take over that warehouse.
No.
Or were we giving it to Haka?
We thought about it, but nobody ever said anything about us.
Oh, okay.
You told Haka that once the boss is out of the picture, he'll be able to take over the factory.
Well, I mean, I have no reason to return here anyway. If I do, I'll make sure,
Probably stay out there with
out of here for a long time.
Alright. Well, I suppose this is farewell then.
Is he gonna heal us up or give us anything like that? Help us on our way.
No.
He's a healer.
Kind of hard to look at a town, man.
So, where are you guys going to be heading? Back to Great Urge or on to Yilin, where you know that everything was being sent?
Let's just go to the next one.
Don't want to rest up?
Well, I need to rest up.
Well, we can, like, it's a ways to Great Urge, right? Where is Ilid in relation to Great Urge from here? Like opposite directions, or?
It is opposite direction. It is
Can't we heal up?
closer to get to Great Urge. So Great Urge is directly south, and Yilid is about 2.5 times the distance east.
Don't we have a map?
Yes.
Access to?
I just don't know where to find that. Or is it a scene that you have set up?
It is a scene. So you are up here. Great
We
Urge is
haven't
down
heard from.
here,
Yeah.
and Yilid is over here.
We haven't heard from Berlin in a very long time.
You
Did
do
we-
know that she was going to Yilid.
Okay.
Who's this Berlina person?
He goes and gives us cash and sometimes people to do things.
Ah,
I
that's nice.
mean, do we have any reason to stop by Great Urge? Do we have anything to leave behind there? Anything we need to check up on in our manner? Because if not, we can surely just heal up on the road, like the tree wounds every hour, you know.
Well, and we're
Be
gonna
done
be
in a
inside
day.
that carriage. Mr.
Yeah.
Carriage, right?
So
Which one of you guys is helping me do that?
I would assume the manga.
Yep, that'd be me.
You could probably do it yourself, but it's just a ritual. I just need you to do most of it.
So,
I don't have any reason to go back to Great Urge myself. I don't believe.
okay.
Does anyone else? Oh, I mean, to drop off some loot. Also, before we leave, are we able to stop the graveyard, I was gonna say, to show them the head of the Grozia so they can rest easy?
You can't.
Or would that be
it's
danger?
It would be dangerous. It's in the town.
In which case, can I give the head to the Shroud and have him
Yep,
bring it to them
absolutely.
so they can rest easy?
It's just he's gonna be walking around with that head now.
I did this. I am the leader now. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Yeah. I am the killer now.
Yeah.
So, for the Mystic Carriage, we need a primary check of Expert Arcana or Expert Occultism. I think that's actually not with the Occultism. Yeah. And then we need, okay, 28, that's good. Then we need a secondary check of crafting or driving lore. And I'm pretty sure that Mamanga is the best crafter in the group.
I'd bet on that.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, we're gonna-
And 18 is enough. So
Rolls a 3 and still gets. Okay.
he rolls a 3 and still. Yeah.
I just needed you to show up anyways, that's all.
So you have cast that ritual. It is not a critical success. It is just a regular success because of the 18.
Sorry, guys.
All good.
So, you could get to Great Urge, or you would have to cast this 2 more times to get to Yilid.
I'm sure we can find it along the road.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything they need to drop off at Great Urge? Like, are your bags popping off right now?
Well, like I can just throw away the other 2.
Hold on. Who doesn't have a bag? Who doesn't have this pouch? This spacious pouch?
I have one.
I have a leather pouch.
Mamanga is the only one.
I've got sleeves,
Yeah.
but not a pouch.
And John, you didn't hand off the. You were going to hand off the level 1, but you didn't.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking.
Doing
Who
right
doesn't have a pouch?
So, half of you do, half of you don't.
The pouch I have contains Pagked and Savani's severed fingers.
Yeah, that's just a regular pouch.
Yeah. No.
And
This
I
is
have a
spacious.
backpack. I don't have a fancy.
Holding on.
Here, have it.
I'm just a little.
Might have to drop it in the party stash, and then you can grab it from there.
Or when we're on a scene together.
Yeah.
Or I just. There we go.
Okay, there you
Here, have a bag to store your shit.
go.
Like, throw a pouch at your chest.
Okay, so we head into Yilid then?
I think that's what we landed on.
Okay.
Yep.
So new companions, tell me of your quests that we're now on. Thank you for helping me get out of that miserable place.
No problem.
You saw the one hag. She was the final of the trio. They've been shipping product around the country that's been infecting people, trying to poison the food supply going out of the country to other places.
Lyra pipes in when you say the final of a trio. I believe, from what we heard, it's actually the third of a quartet.
Did I miss one?
She's not a hag, right?
Well, we were finding out about Nathnelma, who is a
Nathnelma?
hag as well.
Nobody said she was a hag, but nobody said
Oh,
she
okay.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody knows, they only know her name, and that she's a professor in Yilid.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
well, we know that the coven was a trio.
Yeah.
Or at least we thought the coven was
Or at
a
least we
trio.
thought the coven was a trio.
As
Fair.
far as you were aware.
Yeah, so as far as we know, there's she was the final of a trio that we're working together but against each other to have some kind of plot that was infecting the grain supply that was moving out of the country. And not sure what their end goal is, but that's where this Nathnelma has come into play, where it seems like she was the creator of these ingredients, working through the hags in their different areas to infect the different parts of the country. So we've been a little bit all over Geb at this point, from the central areas to the east and now north. We're hoping that this will stop this, and as I'm sure you've heard mention of Berlin, she's been our benefactor to help us look into this. She's a quick, but she seems to be one of the good ones. She's always promised fair exchanges. She's a blood lord in Great Orange, and she seems to promise fair exchanges and not try to really take advantage of us or others using her position. Last thing we heard is that she was heading to Yeld as well, so
So everybody has just gotten their 100 XP to level up.
You added an extra 0 to mine.
1,000 XP.
Well, yeah.
He just put us to 1,000.
Yes. You might have
Oh,
to
is it?
reset it to 0 if it has...
Okay.
Should have reset you to 0.
Yeah,
I have
it
0.
did. Sorry, it says level 7 and then in brackets.
1,000
says
XP.
1,000
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what you gave. That's what I did.
You press add on that?
Yep. You should already be there. And I'm going to get this level up for you, not because you don't know where I put the level up preps, but did you want to go with untrained improvisation or sanctified water?
What do you think? Because I usually pick that. That doesn't work
So,
well.
you are only unskilled at 4 things, and you get a lot of skills as an investigator, so that might not be too helpful, but it could also be quite helpful. And then for your deity, if you take sanctified water, that would mean that you could make holy water. Your god is a holy god, not an unholy one.
And you can just throw it at people, right?
Yep.
Let's do the ball of water. Why not?
Okay. So you can basically just create water like that.
I'll just spin the cups.
And
I thought you were part goat, but it sounds like you're more of a llama, doing your like llama split.
Really depends on how I'm feeling that day.
so,
What was that movie? Lava.
oh,
Emperor's
you accidentally dragged Inventor on twice. Nope, not you.
That was me. Sorry.
Manga. That's alright. I fixed that for you. You almost got rid of your magical crafting for that.
Yeah, that would be very sad.
As long as it doesn't get rid of all your formulas.
Yeah.
Usually enough fixed.
And that reminds me, I should just give you holy water. I'm putting it into your formulas in the crafting tab that I just added back. So you can craft holy water, and you can do that just bam, bam, bam. In a turn, if you have water, a container of water, you can just use an action to turn it into holy water, and then you've got a bottle of holy water. And you don't have to pay any materials. So I will toggle free crafting for you as well. So you just have to make sure that you have it on you. It only lasts for 1 round, so make it and then use it.
Fair enough. Or drink it.
Or drink it, but that won't do much for you.
Yeah, but it tastes good.
This water has holes in it.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so let's get another 2 pairs of checks. So 2 occultism and 2 crafting. 2 occultism from Not, 2 crafting from Mamanga. You can use your oh damn, Amanga. You can use your mythic point to re-roll that second occultism, and it'll be +6. Oh shit!
Oh, I super.
Yeah.
That should have been. I forgot to bump up my.
Oh yeah.
Safe,
Forgot to bump up your crafting.
is it safe to say during all this that we can just full heal, or do you want us to do
So you can full heal, yes. We are still going to need to do the daily preparations, and rest for the night might actually need to be done as well. To reset stuff, yes. To reset anything that needs daily reset. And then the coffee mug is daily preparations.
So we are doing both.
Yes.
How many daily preparations are we doing? 'Cause I assume this is like
just-
eat rations and stuff.
Yes, you would need 14, 17 rations.
Anybody else have more
Same.
rations?
I'll also consume my
So,
remaining four.
what you can do, because you're traveling, is you can, there are some exploration activities. You can,
I got a good survival too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's +16 in survival. I'm an expert, so I'm pretty sure I can show you guys some plants we can eat. Or I can check to see what plants we can eat by making you guys eat.
yes, subsist. Is that in downtime? Oh, it is in downtime. So in your downtime, here, I'll just pop it into chat. Whoever's got the best survival, because
I've got 11.
so give us a bunch of survival checks. This is just saying whether you are getting food for the group for that. I'd say roll 7 and we'll just go with that for the rest of the trip.
I think I brought back quite a few rabbits.
You
One
did.
was 24.
Oh man, 35 was your
Damn it, Hawk,
highest.
you've used all of your good rolls for this.
Have you watched any of the other games? I don't get it. I'm gonna use them up on you guys some rabbits.
Thanks,
Okay, so there are not technically any maps of Yulith, so we're gonna stay on this screen for a bit, but actually I'm gonna bring you guys into Great Urge, just so that if you want to sell some of your loads of shit that you don't need, or if you want to buy anything, it is all in there. Mamanga, you might have to move next to a shop in order to open it. Sometimes they're a little wonky.
Gotcha.
One other point of order. Because of my mythical calling, if I ever crit while treating wounds, I get one of my mythical points back once per day.
Yep.
It's safe to say I can get one of those back.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would have crit with my resource at some point.
And actually with knots,
I've still got a bone specimen that's not identified.
Mythic
It's not
points,
identified?
we get 3 at the start of the session, right? Not at the start of
Yeah.
each day.
Session.
And an unusual object. We knew what it was, but
So the bone specimen. No, the bone specimen is not unidentified. It is just a bone specimen. Bones. It's a material for crafting stuff.
oh, okay. So I'm just something not gonna chew on.
Basically, yeah. I think that's why you took it.
Yeah. I got this unusual object that's 157.
Unusual object.
It's that orb that
Ah.
I told us is for something.
Yes. I can't even remember what it was. He did tell you that it was an Aeon Stone, or you did figure out that it was an Aeon Stone, but you're not sure what it does. So,
Manga, did you get your Ring of Wizardry that I gave you?
I did. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta
Wanted
set
to
it
make
up.
sure. I'm selling this ghoul hide, okay, guys?
Yeah, sounds good.
I think we agreed none of us could use it. So.
so I dropped that into chat. Mamanga, you can roll a crafting check to try to identify this.
Oh yes, I'll try that.
Alright. So you are not quite sure. Yep.
You had to re-add all of my items manually when you created my
Yes.
list? I only have one lifting belt now, and I remember specifically I had to.
Oh yeah,
Should I
yeah.
add
You
one?
accidentally had two. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
I'll add
Um,
one more.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I go to the world clock.
Does anyone need a lifting belt?
What does lifting do?
It just makes it so you can carry more stuff. And gives you a bonus to something or other. It never occurred to me to ask you guys if you need it. I was about to just sell it, but...
So my new token needs to be added to this page, I think.
yeah. Our
Oh.
tokens don't work for this.
Yeah.
You can't. You still can't drag
You should
stuff
just be
onto
able to,
them?
like, unselect... Well, it's because it's our old tokens.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Does this token reference as an actor no longer exist?
For me, if I just deselect my token and press C, it opens my...
I don't even see you guys on here. Damn it.
Oh. We're
There's John, and there is Lyra. There you go. Oh, there's the old Joe.
Remember, there does seem to be differences in selling prices, slightly.
Oh shit, which one's the good one?
The caravan, or at least the item that I was looking at, the caravan sells.
Damn it. I sold my items to Nyantara.
Hey, Brad,
Gotta put that
Yep.
away.
can I use this breath blaster? That's it. It seems to be a gun.
It is a gun. The breath blaster. Why are these? Sorry, I'm making these ones not hidden anymore. The breath blaster is a blunderbuss. So yes, technically you can. It's a shotgun.
It holds off shotgun, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find Mamunga along the road at some point, and I apparently have 2 unusual liquids in my inventory that I would like him to take a look at.
Alrighty. Let's open up John and 2 unusual liquids.
Or maybe that's is that on my old
Nope.
sheet.
Those you got from oh, why is it? Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. There and there. So Patrick rolled a okay, success on the unusual object. And not also got a no, accidentally rolled on the same one. But failed on one of the liquids. I'm gonna drop the 2 liquids in again because they kind of got lost. So there and there. And if you click on that in the chat, it should automatically roll crafting for you.
Not you.
Mamanga is the best in the party.
Pretty sure you rolled on them already, anyways.
Yes.
We'll try and be helpful.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a +0 crafting. Here they come. No, I'm kidding.
And Mamanga, you got those?
Uh,
In chat.
yes. So identify. Alright, wait, so how many of these things are there?
There's
There's
2.
You
Just
click
the
on
2
them and you
liquids at the
add
very
it.
bottom.
Just at the very bottom. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
looking at the entire chat. I'm like, oh my god. Alright, there's
Okay. So, that was the second one that you just got. A critical success on for the Greater Leaper's Elixir. The other one you are not quite sure.
Yeah, oh, I haven't.
Wait and roll the other one.
I didn't roll on the other one yet.
Oh, didn't you?
Might be looking at Pat's roll.
No, yeah.
Oh, I was.
Here's
yeah.
my second roll.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just going one at a time. I'm slow
Yeah.
that way.
No worries. I did see Pat's and I was like, oh, you failed. Okay, so John's 2 things: a giant scorpion venom and a leaper's elixir, and then Knott's delaying Aeon Stone. Pardon me. And so not that that breath blaster would be okay if you wanted a gun that was up close.
Yeah, I think I might want to stick with my little bit further away one. So I might try. This one already has a strike me.
Yeah, the arquebus is good. It's got a range of 150, so you can be far back. It does have kickback, so it deals one extra damage, but you get a -2 to the attack roll. Strength of 14 or more, which is 2, so actually you might not have that problem. Oh, you ignore the penalty because you got a 2 strength. So you just get +1 to the damage. And it's a fatal D12, so on a crit, you get an extra D12 on top of that. And then the flintlock pistol, if you want to keep that as well, that one is just a fatal D8, so you get an extra D8 when you crit. did pick tattoo. So tattoo artist can craft magical tattoos. So you can select 4 common magical tattoos of 2nd level or lower.
Who wants to be tattooed?
I don't have skin to be tattooed.
I already have. I have some tattoos, but I mean, if you want to upgrade one of my tattoos, I don't know if that's an option.
I don't think so yet. I think he'd have to learn the upgraded version. I'm gonna send a link, 2nd level or lower, rarity, common, and there we go. So, I'm gonna drop this into a DM in Discord. So you can choose 4 of those. And as for oh damn, you got 600. Flaming is decent. Nightmare could be good. I'm looking at runes for you.
Oh, runes. Sorry, I was looking at the tattoos. How's that going?
Wounded, an extra D6 persistent bleed. I mean, there's lots of stuff to choose from.
Find some.
And Mamanga, you go. Yep. That is John Derry.
I can do that. That's cool. Interesting. Okay, I'll be quiet. You guys do
So Mamanga, this one that I am pinging right now, the Fox's Arcanum. That one has formulas for stuff that you could craft if you want to buy some formulas. And I think it's got some scrolls as well. So, yeah. And I moved the formulas for alchemical stuff to the potions shop, so you don't have to worry about that because you can't craft alchemical right now. You need to grab that feat separately to do that. But all of these other ones are magical, so you can craft these.
Excellent.
Except for the grafts. You don't have graft. You didn't take the graft feat this turn, or this time.
I'm gonna walk up to Lyra when we're in one of the inns along the. Or I'm assuming we're stopping. There's the B inns along the.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to Lyra and be like, so, check this out.
Checking. Stony
You know. Being a hag spawn and all.
Just reading still.
Yeah. She's gonna be.
Are we thinking maybe I can see through it?
Oh.
Fuck it. Can I try to see through the eye?
You can.
Do I
Just the see-through part.
I guess it's in the description. It
The
says
second, yeah.
it says
Allows the hag who created it or any member of her coven can peer through the eye using the seek action. No range limit provided the hag is on the same plane.
So like, in theory, you could look through the eye and seek Berlin to figure out where the hell she is. Is what I'm understanding that to read.
I'm gonna try. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work. And also, wait, provided the hag is on the same plane, does that assume that the hag still has to be alive?
The person using it.
Person using.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
right.
The hag
Because it's
or a
a
member of the
hag.
coven using it is on the same plane as where you're trying to look.
Yeah.
I would say that you can give me an occult check to see if you can basically trick it into thinking that you, as the daughter of Tavia, are also a part of the coven. And unfortunately, you can't yet. You can keep trying, but
Can
not
I
today.
re-roll that with my mythic point?
You absolutely can.
Sure. I'll do that. I'm normally trained in.
Yep, so it would be
occultism,
+8.
plus- Oh wait, what's this low reroll? Is that something you just said?
Oh, I set a thing to add 10 to hero points if you roll low. If you roll below 10,
Okay.
it adds 10.
Is-
So it would be 15
okay.
plus 8, which would be 23. So it would come to the same anyway. Yeah, how is that working?
Wait, where are you getting 15?
Oh.
I
I'm
rolled
looking.
a 4 that time.
You rolled a
Plus
4.
The 10 would be 14.
There we go. You rolled a 4, plus your trained 9 would be 13. Plus a 10. No, plus 8.
Well, wouldn't it just be the 4 plus 10?
That makes sense.
For the legendary.
To
Assuming
go-
unless
to
if we're
go
doing
with
that
that.
low reroll. In which
To-
case it'd be 24. If we're doing the low reroll.
Let's
Including that.
go with for now
Well,
because
plus your
it's-
level, right? So mythic,
Oh, plus my level.
Yeah,
mythic proficiency bonus.
it's plus 17.
So
It's
10
7.
plus your level.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would be the 9 plus 8. Yeah. So 21 is enough.
But
Cool.
So give me a seek.
And I'm seeking on. I haven't fully read it yet, so I'm assuming I'm just seeking on Berlin.
Whoever you would like.
no. You can seek wherever you want on the plane that we're currently on. That's what it's saying you can do.
Oh,
So I'm just saying, do you
No
want
range
this?
limit. So
It's
every
not-
time you use it, you would have to do this. The occult check. Occultism check.
right. What am I seeking for?
No, we were just testing. We were just trying to figure out if you could actually use it. I think
Okay.
was the
Maybe I'm looking at our manor in Greaterch.
Okay.
Hold up.
You see Hulra is feeding the two whatchamacallums, vultures, the stone vultures, bunch of rotten meat because that's what they like best.
Well, it seems that I can use it, but it took a lot of effort.
Well, this, and there's actually an activation for it too, though, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But it
Which I'm
also
assuming-
needs investment as well.
Oh, and you're fully invested, aren't you?
I think almost. I think you've got one slot left.
Yeah, but I have a couple I'm willing to drop for sure. I am 10 out of 10 right now, but I can
'Cause
drop my...
You remember what she was doing to us, right?
No. Maybe? Who?
Where
Gabrielle?
when we were fighting, was this from
Sonny.
Tabia? No, this was from Sonny. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Where we had to succeed on a fort save or be slowed, and if we got slowed again, we would get petrified.
She was trying to petrify you.
Yeah.
If I invest in this, would it be something that I still need to trick it every time?
You would, yes.
So it would be.
And
so,
it takes 2 actions, even if I fail, or because it's 2
It
actions.
would be 2 actions. You would be trying to trick it, and then 2 actions. I won't say
so
it's
if I fail, then I don't use the 2 actions for that.
right. I'll say that's how we'll go about it.
okay. Because I was understanding it that the active was not limited to the hag. It was the seed portion that was limited to the hag.
The actual use of the Hag's Eye is the only part of using it that isn't limited to the hag is touching the Hag Eye to the petrified creature to remove the condition. That's the only part that isn't limited to the hag. And that doesn't require an activation, that is just touching it to the person.
Here, have a hag eye then.
Am I able to just uninvest into one of my tattoos, for instance?
Yeah.
I haven't really used my navigator stuff, for instance. Get out of here.
Oh, and Mamanga, I did make the Necromunculus.
Ah. My evil little child.
Yes.
Did anyone want that spare lifting belt?
This little guy. So, do you want to use him as your familiar?
Yes. Because
Okay.
that is just
I will get rid of Skitters then. And
Goodbye,
you have...
I need
a
to
Necromunculus. Yes, need to come up with a name. And I am going to drop him into the familiar thing here. So under the followers folder, do you have your folder name for you? In the actors tab?
actors, yes. Familiar, yes.
And then your summon undead as well.
Ah.
So when you cast Summon Undead, depending on which rank you cast it at, I do have up to 4th rank creatures in there that you can summon.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to pump that up. That's great. Yes, now to come with an amp for a little bugger.
Alrighty. And if you decided on any of the formulas
the
to
items.
buy,
Oh, yes, I've already, but I have bought the zombie staff formula, and I was looking at some of the other stuff too.
right on.
Yes. Actually, so for making that though, I did have a question about it.
Yep.
So in order to make, I think I post those. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So
Sorry.
in order to make one of these things, it says you have to cast one spell of every level. Do you have to know those spells in order to create it? Basically.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So
we
you
go
will need
back in
to find
time.
and learn those spells as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Right.
And do you have the ring? Yes, you do have the ring invested. So I will grab this. So you get 2 first rank arcane spell slots.
Yes.
Alrighty. Add. Paired. Arcane. Int. 8. 2. Actually, you know what? I might as well, instead of doing that, because I doubt you're gonna get rid of 2 spells, having 2 spells just to get something else. So I have I have just bumped it onto your thing there. So now you've got 5 first rank spells.
Very cool.
And you took Translocate for your 4th rank curriculum spell and dropped that in there. There we go. And then as for this, do zombie staff formula. Okay. Anything else we can figure out?
Where'd the zombie staff?
I added it to your. I added the staff itself to your crafting tab and deleted the formula for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry, I didn't tell you. I was just messing around in your sheet there.
That's good. Yeah, I was like, okay, very cool. No, I was just reading through. I was just going through all the different formulas to buy, trying to consider what my companions might like too.
Yeah.
I can get something for them. So yeah, as always, lots to go through.
Yeah. So, which one are you attaching it to?
My long range.
Long range one. Alright, to your arquebus. You bought the wounding rune. So, there we go. And there we go. It is attached. So, you can, if you've got wounding, we can delete the rune itself from your sheet because it is now applied to your thing there. I like that you got a spiked collar.
Yeah. Oh, my goat. Right. My goat man dog.
Your dog.
We're gonna have to buy some rations.
Probably something we should do technically.
You are currently in town, but who knows if you'll get kicked out of town again.
Do any of these places sell rations? Or is that just something we can...
I did not add rations, but I can. I just rolled random and rations didn't come up, but it would make sense that they would have rations.
Somewhere we have.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just add it to my inventory. Other works.
Yeah, 4 silver for 1 set of 7.
Oh wait, it still says, wait, I already have 10, 1.5 sets left.
I'll be right back, guys.
10 uses of rations still.
So when you click the daily, it consumes 1. It said 4, but it was saying you have 4 remaining. Do you want to consume 1?
Like a full set of rations, or 1 out of the 7?
1 out of the 7.
Yeah, okay.
So
I think
that's
it
why it
consumed
only took 1.
4 out of the 7.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was doing.
So,
but it should-
no, I think you had one that was 4 out of 7. That's why you've got 2 separate.
Let's see.
Yeah, you definitely had one that was 4 out of 7, because I had to add 1 separate for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Also, sorry, how many...
So how? Sorry. Go
I was just gonna say, double check. How many rations did we end up using across the trip? You said how many? I missed
So it would have been, if you did go every day, minus the ones that not rolled for subsist, minus those ones, you probably only used 10, because he rolled a few crits, which are enough for the next day. So you would have used about 10 out of the, or not 10. It was 14, 15, 16, 17. So yeah, about, probably about 8, actually, not 10.
Okay. So I ate all of my rations. I will also buy rations while we're around. You
Okay.
said 4 silver per 1
1 silver.
package. Okay.
It is, 4 silver for 1 package of 7.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna buy 2 packages then.
Okay.
So, sidebar, I swapped my level 7 feet to robust health because I realized I already gained 5 feet of movement this level from my something movement from my
Okay.
incredible movement class feat. I figured
Okay.
that would continue.
Yeah.
So,
You don't need to be moving 45.
no. It's okay. 40's plenty. I mean, I get 5 more every couple levels.
Yeah. And Mamage, you were about to say something?
Just we have enough lifting belts, right? I should. I don't need to learn how to make them. I'm going to ask the party.
We currently have 1 extra. Should anyone else want one?
Cool. All right. Basically, if you guys want to take a look at the shop I'm at and let me know if there's anything in particular you would want for me to like make for you that I could try, I'm willing to do that.
Yeah. The Fox's Arcanum.
Yeah, I'm just not as familiar with your characters yet as to know. Oh yeah, this would be perfect for That was it. Other than that, I should probably get. I forget. What did we say? Do skeletons need to eat and drink? I forget what we said about that. Other than that, I should get some rations.
I don't believe you do from the basic undead benefits.
Okay.
Undead hunger. You don't eat or drink the same food as humanoids, but you do have a you have 30 thirst and hunger is related to your undead state. So, you know, John is carrying around, I've got him with undead meat, but he's got rations specifically for a zombie, so chunks of humanoid flesh. So you would need something to subsist on, but it's not necessarily the same kind of rations.
Tears.
It might be hard to come by. Unless you are an orphan.
So spell strike. Oh, you cast a spell. Okay.
Do you know how to make oils of unlife?
I was actually going to, no, not yet. I was looking at the lesser, minor, and moderate, and I was wondering if I should get one, or like one, or if I should just get all three of those.
You did already choose when you got the magical crafting minor oil of unlife.
Oh, that's right. I do know minor. Thank you.
So you don't need that one, but any of the others.
If it's this,
Excellent point.
is it the same as an alchemist the way they learn it? Because specifically with alchemy, it says if you learn one, you learn them all.
No.
I don't think with magical crafting that's how it works. No, it doesn't. I think with alchemist that is a alchemist feature.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Fair. And what? I'm just gonna buy the other two. Cause why not? That'd be
Okay.
Pretty cheap.
Yeah, the formulas are cheap as.
Now making them, on the other hand, that's where it's gonna be fun.
Do you know how to make regular healing potions?
No. I can do that too.
Are they in here
If
somewhere?
it's,
No.
That wouldn't
like
work
it.
out.
Healing.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
there's
say,
not
Why,
really
the
anything
other-
in the-
I'd chip in for that if
I think that's more of an alchemy thing, because I saw in the other shop that was like under the alchemy section.
Yeah, so the elixir of life is there. Potion of healing is magical. Elixir of life is alchemical. So there are no potions of life here. They are also illegal in Geb. So
Yep. It might be hard to find that. For
However,
However,
there is wine of the blood.
there is wine of the blood. That is a healing one. Technically, it's illegal to be purchasing that. It's technically illegal for them to have it out. But that is a pretty good one, and it's rare.
yeah, you know what?
2d10 HP.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. You know what? If they'll sell it to me, I will definitely buy it. 'Cause why not? Ka-ching,
Basically, he's got it out, and you pick it up. He's like, "Oh shit! I didn't know that I put that out. That's supposed to be under the desk."
Won't tell if you don't tell.
Yeah.
just, you know what? I'll make the problem go away for you.
Didn't
Thank
put
you.
it out and slides a couple more.
Nobody saw nothing.
Yeah, heck yeah. Alright. Let's see, what else? Truth potion. Oh boy.
You're a menace and truth or dare nights.
That can
Runes
come in handy.
could be good.
I was one. Jade cat formula. Or the jade cat. I don't know if this
How many falls are you planning on having?
I mean, well, we did just run into it last time when we all
True.
took
Right.
a tumble, so I'm just saying.
I mean, but at the same time, I have my stepping stones, so it's not
True.
that bad.
How often do? And they just got buffed one more, didn't they?
Yes.
You hit level 7?
Another 5 feet. Vertically, anyways. Another 10 feet.
Like,
Yeah.
how's the girth?
Just okay. I know that like it's a magical item, but stock goggles just sound so uncomfortable to me. I'm just like, oh. Or the eyes like.
I don't think they're made out of stock, right?
No, but no. Read what they do. Oh, it's just a nightmare. It's nightmare fuel inducing.
Stock goggles.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
That's the one where your eyes come out?
Yeah. Oh.
Hate that.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw this out here.
Yeah, throw it out.
So you can make so when you own the formula, you can make multiples of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about the fossil fragment of the God,
Yeah.
the claw?
Wow.
It's a raptor.
A
This
raptor,
thing
you
is
say?
6 feet tall and weighs 150 pounds.
Where is
Deinonychus
this?
claw? Yeah.
The Deinonychus claw.
Under equipment, fossil fragment, Deinonychus claw.
We could have a pack of raptors with us. We could make us all a claw. All have raptors. I could ride a raptor, damn it.
So instead of becoming Bloodborns, we're becoming Pokemon Masters.
Is there a difference? Really? Yeah, I might go for that. Let's see.
I'll
What's
buy
the-
it for you.
Yeah, this curved claw becomes.
Not big on summons myself, but you guys have your fun.
But
I mean,
don't you want a pet raptor?
also we get him for what 10 minutes at a time. I mean, that's guys. I'm just saying, in a fight, that would be badass. Like,
But just all of a sudden, there's a pack of raptors with us. Like,
I'll buy it. My only thing will be if whatever materials it might take, you just guys gotta help me fight. You want one?
yeah.
Fund
Of
it.
course. Well, obviously, I would expect us to pay for our own raptor.
But hell yes. Yeah, let's see what else. What else can we do here?
Okay.
There's some fun stuff in here.
Right? Okay, I think I'm content though at that. I'm scared how much the raptor is gonna cost.
Oh, we'll get to that. Armory bracelet. You would have like a little bracelet of charms where you just like you pick off what you need a weapon, you pick it off, and you got a weapon. Kind of useless for me, but you know.
I don't think any of us actually use heavy armor except for Mitch.
No, not heavy armor, like armory, like the like you pull off.
Oh,
like, it's like a little, like,
armory.
I
yeah,
mean,
like
I don't
armory,
think
it's
any
an
of
armory.
us use weapons.
Honestly, actually, yeah, you're right.
And
That's
I
hilarious.
guess
I
not.
love
Not
it.
uses weapons.
He does.
Alright, let me close a whole bunch of these. A bunch open. How often do you guys think we're gonna have to swim or go in the water?
We had a whole book about that, or not a whole book. Was it a
Chapter.
Anyway, we had a whole chapter about that.
Air mask doesn't work underwater if that was what you were
I'm
looking at.
gonna guess that
No,
there's
potions.
not much left underwater.
As far as I know,
Metagaming, though?
you shouldn't be going underwater again for the rest of the thing, but I could be wrong about that.
Manga.
I'm gonna
you
say
might
my
want to look at the
gold plant's my raptor.
toolkits. If you
Sure.
don't have a +1, what do you use? Do you use an artisan's toolkit or do you use something else
That's a great question. I forget.
to craft
I've got-
your stuff?
Yeah, I got a crafter side piece that helps, but for the actual crafting, I guess I should get something. I just have a repair kit.
Or if you also want an alchemist lab, because there's formulas in the toolkit in that place for toolkits as well.
So alchemists, he can't do until he takes alchemical crafting. He only has magical crafting right now, so the Alchemist Lab and Alchemist Toolkit won't do any good for him.
That's a little useless to me.
The Artisan's Toolkits, though, depending on the type of thing that you're going to be making, you would want to get the appropriate Artisan's Toolkits.
Yeah, so I might as well take the formula so I can make more of those. Cool. Excellent idea. Alright. Very cool. It's a spirit.
Okay.
Cool, but kind of opposite of what we're doing.
Did you notice there's a potion in there that's basically a fireball?
What?
Frozen lava?
Oh my, oh yeah.
That's not a
lava, yeah.
potion. That is a. It's the necklace of fireballs, but orc version. And
is it?
John has one.
I do have one.
Not using it.
When have I had the opportunity to use it? We haven't had anything.
You can have any opportunity to throw a
Wait.
fireball.
It's a necklace? It says it's a consumable.
Yeah, it is a consumable. It's
Yeah,
like a
okay.
marble.
Take one off.
It's more
Yeah.
like a marble than it is a necklace.
So the necklace of fireballs was a bunch of beads, and you pull the bead off and then throw it, and it's a fireball.
Right.
And now
But,
it's
I guess the
frozen
one I'm
lava.
looking at is frozen lava. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It used to be the necklace of fireballs.
I see.
Screw it. I'm gonna buy the shop out of Oils of Life,
That's a good idea.
and I will share with you. It's okay.
I assume
Actually, I
that-
can't consume.
because we're not actually in Great Urge now, I assume that I can't get healing potions. for myself.
No. You are in Yillid, and Yillid's a big city, so
Yeah. And it's an undead city just like the rest of them, so illegal.
yeah. Although you are seeing a lot of living people. Should mention that while you were on the road, you were seeing a lot of living people too that were looking completely out of it. Kind of like Mitch is looking.
Out of it as in days?
Dazed, but not in like they were hit on the head kind of dazed, but like dazed like what the fuck.
As in something happened recently?
Something happened recently.
Okay.
Probably very similar to what happened to Mitch, where he changed from a skeleton into a hobgoblin.
There's a lot of newly living people.
Formerly undead, yep.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
So it
Stay
doesn't
undead.
affect all the Viralax in that town? Interesting.
It may
John-
have affected some of the Virilax. It didn't affect the ghost mob that was coming to scare you to death and then turned into a bunch of people who were going to kill you.
John and Mamanga are unaffected?
They were not affected.
So if I click on one of these many formulas that I bought and I click use, it'll just add it to my crafting thing automatically?
No.
No.
It will
Okay.
delete it. So what you need to do is drag the item into your crafting menu, and then you can click use, and it will get rid of it.
Do you
Appreciate
automatically learn a formula, or do you have to spend time to learn it and succeed in check?
Basically, when you get the formula, you just have it in your formula book. You don't need to learn it because you've got it there. Except he
What's
took
this whole thing
Inventors, so he can spend time learning one as well.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Logic without
if you
having-
find... So, and as a new player, though, if any of you see anything interesting that would be cool for myself or you guys for me to learn, let me know.
I keep telling myself that all the time.
So
Ooh. I I just saw a great thing that I'm going to buy. See, I'm burning all my gold on formulas. I don't know. This is probably a bad idea. I should probably buy other things.
Yeah, I'm trying not to buy, like, I don't know what else I'm going to buy, but I don't want to just blow all my money on oils.
For the sake of it.
Yeah, I'm nearly 100 down, almost. I'm not stopping.
I'm also a character that doesn't really use a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Need to wait until you're, I think it's a level 11 item to get the greater kinetic gate.
Yeah.
There's only 3 gates, so
Yeah.
it's there's not too much for kineticists, which sucks.
Yep. I'm in that same boat. Where I mean, you could take some tattoos and stuff. That's what I did.
Yeah,
Does
I don't know.
anyone want to be really mean and I get the luckless dice formula, make some luckless dice, and we just go around tricking people into using them.
Take
saying.
candy from a
ripping
baby.
people off.
That's pretty dope. Where's
That is
that?
pretty dope.
I mean, I definitely am not going to use it, but that's just dope.
Look, we got the base pistol, multi-pistol, so this is the base pistol.
Does anyone here? Anyone use a shield?
Anyone
I
can.
used the shield recently. All of us can.
Oh, let me rephrase. Does anyone like want to be using shields?
I'll probably use it on big fights, but
Okay.
not like on big hitters.
Alright, well, then
I
that's
currently
fine.
am using this one.
I'm buying this reinforcing.
Sounds great.
So many formulas.
And so speaking
I'll
of
chip
that,
in on that. How much?
It was only 5 gold.
the formulas are
It-
really cheap. It's making
Yeah.
it that's expensive.
It's making it. That's gonna be
Gotcha.
expensive. Yeah.
And
well,
speaking,
re-add 5 gold. I'll remove 5 for myself.
Aw, thank you.
so
Sounds-
speaking of making, since we're gonna use that heroic crafting thing, I have added to you under equipment the material trove.
Yes, I saw that.
So when you're making stuff, you can use either your trove or cash. Cash would be when you're in town, you can go and buy the materials you need. If you're out of town, you can use your trove, or if you're in town, you can use one, the other, or both. You do have to refill it, and the automation isn't perfect. It's quite old,
Gotcha.
so you do have to manually select how much gold you're putting into the trove when you click the macro.
That refill. Yeah. Okay, so I would just do I'd do that now while we're counting, just like fill it up with a gold amount, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's something he can forage some of this stuff. If
that
we're
is
exploring?
something that he can forage, and something that he can salvage. If he's got, if you guys have items that you don't need anymore, he can take it apart and get
Well-
some stuff from it.
That would have been good to mention before I just sold all.
Sorry.
Does anyone? Does anyone? I guess everyone said that we don't really use weapons, right?
Yeah, that's my thing.
not
Okay,
not too
okay.
many are close up.
Yeah. Now, just because I saw this grudgestone thing, I was like, oh, that'd be cool to get with somebody. That's all.
Just a random thought. While Not was foraging for food, would Lamanga have been foraging for scrap?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
You know, in between
I don't know if
shopping,
we want
you
to
know.
retcon that. Well, this was when we were on the road.
Oh, and that's
Yeah,
right.
while you were on the road, you did
I was looking through my
have
spell list. It's fine.
for forage crafting resources, you do need to be trained in survival. Which I don't think
yeah.
you are. Yeah.
Yeah, no. God, no. I make the things, I don't find the things.
Yeah. So, salvaging is trained in crafting, and foraging is trained in survival.
Alright. that, like a liar who lies. I can move on anytime, guys. Otherwise, we'll just keep reading stuff. Don't let me
What are we,
hold everyone up.
What are we doing here in Ylid? We're looking for Berlin? Is that
That's
our
one of the
step
things.
We're looking for
and then we're following up
Thelma
on
and
Thelma.
Berlin.
Yeah.
So I think we go and find Berlin first, and ask
Okay.
her, and let her know what we found out, and ask her about subtly finding this Nathalma figure.
Do we know where to find Berlin here? Did she tell us where?
She didn't, but she is a
So,
big person.
yeah.
Actually, as you guys are shopping, you are approached. You remember the small, dainty little skeleton, who's now a dainty little. Yeah, she had a skeleton servant. Clarinsa. She is now a small little elf woman who comes to get you. She's still wearing the shabby clothing that she had as a skeleton. She hasn't had a chance to buy new clothing, but she does come and collect you guys. If you're together, she's grabbing you as she can, noting that Mamanga comes with.
Of course. He'd probably be with us if anything, right?
Yeah.
Going through all this junk.
We're like me and him are like sitting in the shop, flipping through the lists of formulas. Oh, hey, how's it going?
So,
Flipping through the list of formulas like you would old records.
and so she starts leading you through specifically the Three Gates neighborhood, which is pretty lively. There's students carrying books coming and going from residential lodgings in the three cemeteries. There are school stores selling merch for the university, the Twilight Castrum. So buy yourself a hoodie with the Twilight Castrum tower and moon. Several cafes with skeletons pouring coffee, tea, and other stuff for various customers. Some you are still noticing everywhere. There are quick who are just looking dejected or lost on the streets.
But there's also undead still?
There's still undead everywhere. It seems like whatever happened didn't affect everyone. You do still see skeletons. So, yeah. Yeah. You are led to a cafe outside of a massive hotel. Just like a massive hotel. And Berlin. Let me bring up. I do have chats, and let's. This is all not working.
So is she in the cafe or in the hotel?
She's in the cafe outside the hotel. Let me find name, and then here to John, Lyra, Manga, and Not, and add So this Malunga is what Berlin looks like.
Oh, okay. Hello.
She is a halfling. Given some of her accoutrement, like the necklace made of fingers, you get the feeling she may be a necromancer as well.
Okay.
She says, "Yoo-hoo!" Sitting in the deep shadows at a round table with two men. She says, "Fancy seeing you here. I don't spend all my time in Great Urge, of course. Business, you know, it simply never ends. Sit down. I'll introduce you. Maybe you can introduce me to your new friend here as well. It's never too early to get a little networking in, am I right?" Of course I am.
Just to throw something out there, does she look shocked for some reason?
No, that's just her picture.
Do we see her feet? I've never noticed her feet be that hairy.
Well, she's a halfling, so.
Oh, do halflings have hairy feet? I didn't know that. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
No further questions, Your Honor.
It's almost like halflings are hobbits.
Something like that. That's so crazy. They never put two and two together.
I mean, no, they're not the same thing at all. I don't know what I'm saying.
Who knows? I'll save it. There we go. Please introduce me, and then I'll introduce you to my friends.
Oh, this is Momonga, the skeleton who came and killed some people with us.
And this lovely group helped get me out of that miserable town.
That's wonderful.
Have you ever come across a gentleman by the name of the Shroud?
I've heard of him. Never come across him personally.
He likes to steal everyone else's lightning.
Is that so? Did some work for him and he took the credit?
Yeah.
Kicked us out of town.
Not surprising for the Cars Consortium.
He introduced us to our skeletal friend here, and he helped us clear the town of the last hag. And,
Wonderful.
He's decided to travel with us and get out of that hellhole of a city. Which we don't know how that's gonna play out, as I'm not sure how much information you've been given from that side of the country.
Nothing. I didn't come through there. I came on a boat. We stopped at a small harbor village on the river and made our way down.
Well, the plan that Decrocia had ended up turning most, if not the entire village, into Viralax, and they took Decrocia aside, and from her poison it seemed to influence their mind. And now the Shroud is seemingly in control of that town, and just be cautious in your dealings with him in the future.
I'll definitely take that on. Thank you very much. But
We'll eventually go back and take care of it.
I'm sure you will. But I do have to introduce you to my two friends.
How about
This-
you buy some round drinks? I'll start talking.
She motions for someone to grab stuff, and then she gestures to a tall, emaciated wight with lanky white hair and eyes of crimson fire, and says, "Blood Lord Kirill Vomph." he, let's see. She says, these are the people you were telling me about in the report of your agent Gishkar. Yeah, it's at Salashore. Well, 3 of them are the people you were telling me about. I told you that I knew them, and here they are. And Puro looks at you all. He's stony-faced. This is what he looks like. And he just very stonily, but not rudely, very formally greets each of you. And then she gestures to a handsome, slender man whose open robes show off his muscular chest. And she says, and of course...
Are we talking like an actual Slender Man, or...?
No. It's an honor to present Blood Lord Zithny. I've all heard much about the celebrants lately, and Lord Zithny is tied to them. Yes, your star is ascending, my lord. And he smiles, and as soon as the waitress comes, he's like, bring us another round as well. After all, you only live once, right? He winks, and you can see vampire, very clearly vampire teeth.
Oh shit. You got one guy with shiny white teeth and the other guy with no teeth.
Just gumming it.
Yeah, he's just
Just gumming it.
Yes, I would definitely say he does do a lot of gumming.
Okay.
Alright, let's talk business. You guys need anyone taken care of?
Current.
I got it.
If you ever think about it, need somebody, here's our card. I'll hand him a little card that says, not a dog on it.
He thanks you and tucks it in his well, he doesn't really have pockets, so he like tucks it in between his pec, and yeah.
I assume we're here to talk shop about the next steps, or are we just here to celebrate for now?
A little of both. I mean, we're here for business, of course. Let's see. I'm trying to build relationships with other bloodlords. Never hurts to have friends in equally high places. You know how it works. Bloodlords do like to kill each other, so having friends never hurts. And given that all 3 of us are part of the great factions, it's also helpful. Yeah. And then she says, well, all of us are staying here. This is the Hostali Hostel. It's quiet, and I do quite like the quiet. They let me keep Glorinza and Richa with me at all times. She gives you her room number and says, come by anytime. Then she looks at Glorinza and gets like a sad look on her face and just says, poor girl.
Any idea what's going on with that? With all the undead becoming undead?
Word says that god Gorum, god of war, has been killed. And the small amount of word I've been able to hear about next is that all of their magical constructs and magical weapons have gone haywire. Some of their automatons are turning on their masters, suddenly quite aware of how poorly they've been treated as slaves, essentially, now that they suddenly have sapience. And here, it seems that the blood of a god has instead created what some people are calling the Reborn, changing some undead into what they were in their former life. Interesting.
Blood of a god, you say?
Excuse me?
Blood of a god, you say?
Yes. It,
I bet you if we kill another god, we can reverse this.
Or create even more reborn.
Or
Pick which god.
maybe ourselves, get it all ourselves.
I feel like that's not a solution to everything. It's just killing something.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's kill it first, then we can figure out what we're going to do. Maybe we should decide which god to kill. And we'll see what happens. It's kind of like a fluid thing, right?
says you may need to work a bit harder to get to that point.
Obviously, you haven't seen what I can do. And then I'll change into my goat dog hybrid.
Oh my, when did that happen?
I don't know, but it's pretty awesome.
I think he's just having an allergic reaction.
Could be, right? You should get that taken care of. No.
I mean, you have been telling us all this time that you're not a dog.
That's my name, yes.
But are you a goat?
Stare blankly.
Not a dog, but a goat.
She stares right back at you.
Nice. I'll keep that with the stare.
Is this a staring contest?
This is a staring contest.
All right, the guy without eyes is getting in on this.
How do you have a
So
three-way
we're
staring
staring contest. I'm gonna have to work really hard to get both my eyes to the side. You guys don't see
So, are you guys having any chats with the two guests here?
I'll just start rubbing more. Just seeing, whispering in your ear, asking what room number you in.
If you need some company.
Yeah, if you need some company. I'm a good
He,
sniper.
says, I have been staying at the bar. Why?
Don't worry, we won't be boring with me.
You all could come see me anytime. I love entertaining, and Gilded has such sights to offer. Such stimulation. If you want to swim with the Bloodlords, you have to get used to the sharks.
You know what? I'm all about killing sharks.
Perfect.
I'm not sure what a shark is.
I think we saw some sharks while we were underwater. I can't remember if we killed the shark while we were underwater.
No, but you did see Florence turn into a shark.
Right.
Did she turn into
A shark? Oh, yeah,
Both.
she did both.
Yeah.
I'm still,
She was an orca until you guys joked about, until we all joked about how a lot of the sea serpents are actually whales' dongs sticking out of the water.
You didn't happen to see any baby sharks, did you? I'm not sorry.
Alright, so it seems like more like I'll just be like, you got any work? And I'm just gonna come to you. You know any werewolves, by the way? Or skinwalkers?
Werewolves and skinwalkers? No, I don't.
Really shouldn't do it. It's just that you have drinks with amazing.
I'm sure most people would think they are, but you know how werewolves and vampires are. Goats and vampires are fine together. Werewolves, though.
Well, I was figuring since you are a vampire, you probably got one of them werewolves that you one of your enemies with next side, something like that, right?
There is one back home in Mekatar who pissed on one of my lovely rose bushes. That bastard. Marking his territory in my territory. Can you believe it?
The
Can't be a man if somebody else pees in your rose bush, right? You gotta take care of it.
Exactly. I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows.
Except he's gonna stare at that one guy's
He bites down. It's a very weird feeling. It's dry gums.
Oh, it's all like cracked. Oh no.
I'll spit on my finger and put it back.
A little moisturizer.
Yeah.
I'll, if no one else has anything, I'll bring up. Do any of you know a Nath Nelma?
Berlin says, I ain't never heard of her.
Apparently that's where our next steps are going to take us for this, because we found out that was DeCrozia's associate in Hillary.
Zithny says, I hate that dreadful old hag.
When you say hag, do you mean literal hag, or just like she's an old crooner who, you know?
Oh, most assuredly a hag. She's a, he looks at, Carol and says, what is it? And Carol opens up with, a grave hag. Very rare, associated with cemeteries.
I swear we had one in our cemetery at the
That was a troll.
I know, but not the dog.
Okay. Anyone who wants to can hit up this perception check.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Oh my god, how did I fail?
Oh my god, we literally all failed.
How do I spell
We'll see.
perception?
If you just click on it in chat.
Manga rolls first.
Oh, that helps.
If we want to metagame this a little bit.
Oh, no, you can't blame me. I'm fucking around with all my nonsense.
You use one of your mythic points
Mythic.
there, not?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's plus a bunch too. So
Yeah. That's plus 4, so 30.
30.
Okay. Not, you pick up that Kirill is suspicious and resentful toward Nath Nelma.
Sense of motive.
That's basically what you were doing. You're,
Okay.
yeah. He's suspicious and resentful of her. Zithny says,
I'll look at him and I'll say, first of all, good. I can see that you're suspicious and resentful of her. You should give her a little bit of a chance.
don't think we're trying to give her a chance.
Yeah,
I
no,
think we
no.
are trying to do the murder thing that you like.
Yeah.
Okay, scratch that. You should probably be suspicious of her, and we can murder her.
And resentful. Yeah.
And resentful. I'm right with you. Let's murder her.
Are you trying to get on his good side?
No, I'm just
No?
stating facts. Stating
Okay.
facts. I can try though if you want. I don't mind.
No, if you are trying to get onto his good side, that will have to be a roll. But if you're not, and you're just talking,
Yeah, you know
then
what?
that's okay.
Let's do it. I already stuck my finger in his butt, so
Okay.
that's good side, right?
Give me a diplomacy check.
With disadvantage for sticking it in his mouth.
As I'm talking to him, I stick my other finger in his mouth. He failed. Pull his cheeks up into a smile. I'm like, yeah, we can work together.
He grimaces at you.
And I pull it back up to a smile.
Zithny says, at my first social outing as a bloodlord, she waited until I was in front of our king, Geb himself, before calling me a dagger-toothed dandy. And I quote, a perfumed leech. Now, yes, that was centuries ago, and what good is undeath if one can't hold a grudge for all time? I wish she'd choke on her own eye.
Does he smell strongly when, like,
Oh,
I'm just asking as.
Not particularly. No more than, well, about as much as if you saw that guy in real life. How much
What you'd expect.
cologne would he have? Yeah, that's how he smells.
So even without a nose, I'm smelling him.
Yeah. Lots of Axe all over. He uses a
he's
couple
like a
cans a
13-year-old
week.
Men's locker room.
Yeah.
Understood.
Well, we're pretty good at taking care of people.
So, this Nathnama is pretty high ranking to have been out with the Bloodlords, I assume.
Well, she's a professor. Smart people sometimes get invited to social functions. Her position here as a visiting professor is up for renewal this month, and I intend to use all my leverage to ensure she's cast out on her bony ass.
Well, if you didn't know, I'm an investigator. I can go and dig up the dirt.
Well, we so happen maybe already have a bunch of dirt on her.
You're gonna get a price first. I'm gonna be nudging you for a big old price. For other
I may be able to do information.
I'm gonna go back to here and go, alright, you tell him, then you can ask him for some information. I'm gonna go get us some drinks. I'm gonna go to the bar. Grab some shots.
Out of curiosity, she's a hag. Is she part of the coven?
I don't know of any coven that she's a part of, but I haven't been able to dig up much information about her. Covenless hag or secret coven.
That's all. Lyra's just pondering to herself now.
Have you ever heard of the
Graveclaw?
Graveclaw.
Graveclaw Coven? Yeah.
I have heard very small amounts about them. In fact, Berlin was saying that you were on their trail. That's right, when Kirill was talking about Sallow Shore. Yes.
So she seems to be working with that coven, and so we're not sure how associated she is with them. Now knowing we didn't know that she was a hag to begin with, but now that we know that,
saying this, Berlin is beaming with pride. She says, I knew that setting you against Iron Tavia, the Axon would. Such a brilliant idea. And you've admirably unwound the spool of that coven right here. Kirill is, Kirill says, I don't see why any plot enacted by a coven of hags would be much of a threat.
Well, did you know what their true plot is? I'll add, and what made you become a bloodlord? Do you own many lands?
I was very high-ranking. I am very high-ranking in the Celebrants.
Sorry, what was the
The
Celebrant again?
Celebrants. The moment.
They're the ones that,
Oh no, he's
for
not
like a bunch of parties.
Celebrants. He is the tax collectors league. Celebrants is someone else.
Don't the tax collectors like us?
No. You've got a -1.
How could they not like us?
You've got a -1 with them.
That's nice and all, but most importantly, what's your favorite magic item that you have?
My favorite magic item that
Which
I
one
have.
are you asking? Kirill or Sydney?
Both. Momonga is just like, hey, this is all this political intrigue is great, but magic shit that crafting, that's where it's at.
You magic shit.
Kirill
Magic shit.
doesn't answer. He doesn't seem interested in that line of questioning. I don't have.
A whole bunch of shots for everybody.
Yeah.
Do you remember what liquor did we make at that one bar we did? What was that called?
It was the intellect of our.
Yeah, we had that.
Yeah.
Whatever, something that melt your brain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a bunch of those shots for everybody.
All right.
Everyone has to do a will save or something like that.
Fort save.
Fort save. It was fun.
So Zithny, as you're bringing that out, says, keep digging. After all, it's what that grave hag deserves.
Where?
Well,
Under Nathnelma. She does hold public lectures. One is scheduled 3 days from now. Maybe you could attend.
I don't know how I'm gonna dig under her. She's like, have to move, but then I have to dig under her again. That's really difficult. So, yeah.
You are just a pretty face, aren't you?
He tries to pretend not to be.
Yeah. I try not to be not a lot of
especially a dog.
Yeah.
They, after taking their shots, the two of them do bid you farewell. They've got business to attend to. Berlin says, I do know where Carol is staying as well. If you want to stop in on him and see if you can grease the wheels. After all, it never hurts to check in on a blood lord and see how you might be helpful. Sometimes all they want is pleasant company, and what do you have to lose? I mean, besides that. And you've got a few days, so...
We can go and check out some studies.
She says, might be good to look into what Nathnelma teaches at the castrum, if you don't already know. I'm sure Zinthny knows, maybe Carol as well. That is all something you can do. So, she kind of chuckles and says, "Oh, you pretty boy. I'm sorry. I don't think they'll,
This is great.
I don't think they'll
I
take
just
you.
need a little bit of cash.
You'll need a lot of cash to get into the castrum."
What if I'm an underprivileged student? I'm sure they've got stuff like that.
Well, you can't cast spells, so they won't give hoot and holler
Wait.
about you.
She
I
doesn't
can
know
cast
he can't
Pres-
spells anymore.
I got one
She didn't
spell.
know he could cast any spells.
Oh, he wasn't a sorcerer when...
He wasn't
He was
casting
picking her
spells around her.
I see.
I'm gonna spill my drink and cast prestidigitation.
Least wish.
Just like that. That's all I got.
Is that why you have to go to school?
Yeah, well, of course, right? And plus, I'm going undercover.
Fair enough.
We could just be like, I don't know how many Nerd is showing. We can be like that anime MASH, where he literally pretends to be a wizard with just brute strength alone.
Oh yeah, that one's great, right?
Yeah.
Never fail.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm sure we can do something.
All right. And yeah, is there anything else you'd like to chat with Berlin about?
I would ask, I would have to ask her. So, I'll hang back after everyone leaves.
Oh, but then before we leave, I have something I'd like to bring up. So this school, would they have, how open are they to independent study of, spells and more importantly, like making, crafting magic items?
That I am not too sure of, but I could, well, unfortunately you haven't proven yourself to me yet, but
That's fair. That's
if
fair.
you do, what the hell did I just roll over? That cat must have knocked it in here.
A fluffy mouse.
Something that crunched, and it's not on the floor anymore, so I don't know what I rolled over.
It was a mouse.
Maybe.
A real mouse.
Weird way.
I was stuck in the wheel.
So,
And sorry, I'm just trying to backtrack for a moment. The god that was slain that made the blood rain, it was
Yep.
God.
Gorum,
Gorum.
the god of war.
Okay.
Gorun.
Sounds similar, but not the same as garum, which you make from, decomposing fish. It's like MSG.
Pretty close.
That's above my pay grade.
I know of
took
garam
that
masala,
too.
but that wasn't any. I didn't have to ferment any fish in order to make that.
Shortcuts. Just saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forget if you answered Mamanga's question.
She did.
Oh,
She
Veda
said that he hasn't proven himself to her yet, but if he does, she can provide a letter of recommendation.
That would be for sure.
And they were calling the resurrected ghosts or undead the reborn, right?
Yes.
Sounds nasty. Sounds nasty to me. I wouldn't want that to happen. You know, just
Yeah.
flesh.
We're gonna probably look at you in the manga and see if there's any flesh growing out of you.
Oh, I hope not. Like brushing it. Gives me like the
Scraping it
phantom
off.
itch. You know, like ooh, I can.
It's like when someone mentions lice and all of a sudden your head's itchy.
Yeah, it's just like all over. Like you see the
Yeah.
skeleton rubbing down his bones. Oh no.
As I leave anyway, I'll be like, don't forget to pay us.
Lyra will ask her more on Nathnama, like, because I don't think she responded. Do you know anything about Nathnama?
Unfortunately not. I haven't spent too much time here, a couple weeks, but I've never gone into the Twilight Castrum. Not really my place. I learned all of my necromancy on my own.
I forget, where did the group learn about all the hags? Was it from Berlin directly?
Berlin knew about the Coven Graveclaw and Iron Tavia, but that's all she knew. Didn't know who the other members were or how many members there were.
I'll ask her. I'll sort of just talk with her. From my knowledge of the Graveclaw, there was only the 3 of them, but now I'm understanding there was another hag that was working with them. It seems unlikely that they would work outside of the coven. Does it seem unlikely that a hag would work with another hag outside of the coven?
Yeah. They, unless they were all covenless witches, then they might work together. But you know that was a coven. A coven would treat with someone else.
My goal here this whole time has been to get rid of the coven so I can go back to my normal life. I was coming here with the assumption that I was going to be saying farewell to this group, but it seems there's more to it than that. So,
Does seem
if you
like
have,
that.
if you have any other information, I would greatly appreciate it.
I will put my ear to the ground, see what I can learn before. The lecture that's coming up.
I guess quickly, what do I know about grave hags? Do I know anything?
Let me
Should I give you
first let me open up Nelma and give me a hag lore. Or does that there we go. Just dropped it in.
You dropped it in? Perfect.
Yep. Okay. You know absolutely nothing.
I don't know if I can hero point that.
It's a skill check.
Alright, I'm gonna reroll with my mythic.
You're mythic. Okay. So 11 plus 6 would put that at 20. You don't know anything, but it's not as bad as that.
Can anybody roll
Okay,
hag lore?
Anyone else can roll society to see what you know. Okay, so Not actually does know a little bit about grave hags. Not much, but you do know that they lair in cemeteries, mausoleums, and other burial sites. They cannot shape change like other hags do. Even rust hags could shape change, but grave hags can't.
Morty, piss off.
They consider a predatory life hiding out in graveyards to be pitiful and squalid, so they prefer to dwell in lands where necromancy is common and undeath isn't unusual, so Geb is perfect for a grave hag. And they tend to be very adept at necromantic magic and tend to love to pose as scholars.
Sorry, tend to love what?
Pose as scholars.
Oh, pose as scholars.
And lastly, you know that they surround themselves with minions, whom they send on missions to collect corpses for rituals.
I'll ask Berlin as well. Do you know anything about grave hags in particular, aside from whatever Not was just thinking about? The basic stuff that obviously we all know as, you know.
Aside from the basics, let me drop Berlin on here so that I can select her to roll. She also doesn't have hag lore, and hags are weird because it's not like all these other things. So, and she's not. Berlin is not proficient in that, so she doesn't know either. I know of them, but that's all I know.
Well, it just means we're gonna have to infiltrate the university. One of us is gonna have a job as like a property janitor, sweep up in there, like make sure to listen in. So one of you other guys can go to for classes and that sort of thing. And after like 3 to 5 years, maybe.
I heard they're actually looking for a goat to dissect. If we could probably get you in pretty easily that way.
I'm not a goat.
You can be a goat. I've seen it,
I'm a were-goat.
but you can be a regular goat.
I can pretend. Let's check it out. Let's go all out. I'll do my fainting goat and I'll pretend that I'm dead. Good plan.
Yeah. That's definitely canon, by the way. I know these things, obviously. Just got to this town and immediately, like, investigated. Hey, what's your goat situation?
I got a goat here that I can sell you.
Yeah. Lyra's first thing she does in every town is see how much she can get to sell Not.
Well, you know what? We can make some money and then I'll just change back and run away.
It's brilliant.
What are you talking about? We
It's
didn't.
a Ponzi scheme.
I'm not a goat.
Right? Make money.
Berlin says there's also another place you could check. There's a shrine to Urgathoa in Three Gates here called the Palladium, it's possible that the priestess Vilnithna, I know of her, and she does have dealings with the Twilight Castrum, specifically the necromancy department, where, from the sounds of it, this grave hag would be working. That might be a place to check out. And again,
Check out.
Vilnithna.
Vilna.
There we go.
So much.
And sorry, she said to go to the Palladium, which is a shrine to Urgathoa,
Yes.
and that might be like where Nathnoma might be hanging around because
She's
got
the
like
high priestess.
Probably good evening right before we go, just make sure
She says, I do still highly suggest checking in on Zipney and Kirill. Like I said, it wouldn't hurt to have more friends in the Bloodlords than just myself.
of course.
what was the other Bloodlord's name? Zithni and what? Sorry?
Kirill.
Kirill.
Kirill was an undead zombie, right?
He was a white.
Yeah, he had like guns.
Yeah.
And Zithine is a vampire.
Yes.
And probably
I'll just ask Berlin. So, with all of the undead becoming, with a lot of undead becoming reborn, do you know how widespread that is? Like, what percentage of people were affected? Like
Don't
50%
know of
or
any
like
percentages. Definitely less than 50, but it was definitely also a blow to our military. Then again, Nex's military was fucked on by all of their automatons being, destroyed or
Shut
going
down.
against their masters.
Have any of the, because a lot of the Bloodlords are undead, right? Have any of them been affected by this?
From what I hear, one or two might have been. A Bloodlord is likely to try to hide it, but, well, Kirill definitely is. And Zithny, those teeth don't look fake, so I'm pretty sure he's stayed the same.
Why would the Bloodlord?
Well,
It's
it's in Geb, the quick, the living are lower class. So even a Bloodlord, like Berlin is a living Bloodlord. So a Bloodlord is the ruling class, but she's also lower in that pecking order because she's living.
Well, rightfully so.
You can kind of pick.
yeah, say that to her face.
Yeah.
Kind of pick that up from the way she was talking. She was regarding it with a lot of respect and I don't want to say reverence, but being very careful to choose her words and not upset them.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything for Berlin?
Let everybody leaves. Stomping at the club.
Yeah.
Do we get any payment for our work with the the Great Ball? I forget.
There was no payment offered.
Right.
It was you take what you loot.
Finders.
Yeah.
Enough.
Finders.
Finder's fees. It was nothing. You
You
got
didn't get 2 new guns
two.
and
You got 2 fucking awesome guns
Yeah, and a companion.
and a companion. Look at that.
We got him a logo.
we got him
Shoot
among us.
fireball balls. That's even better.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's seize control of undead, which, you know.
that was a really good.
Might be
That's
less
really
handy now that there's less undead.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I cry.
So
Of course,
as a
I also
reward,
make things. Yeah.
you do
Yeah, exactly.
lots of puzzles.
It's got those spell guns. Those are awesome.
We should use them. I'm just saying. We'll talk crap, but we should use those.
Yeah. Good night. Good night.
Alright.
Sleep well.
What was the school's name where Nathama works again?
Twilight Caster.
Yeah.
Better be werewolves.
Find some werewolves. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Nobody's doing anything. I'm gonna shoot rabbits outside in the alley with my gun.
Just a drunk goat shooting rats with his gun.
I mean, you know.
Sounds like a good time.
Right? I mean, who wants to? We can all start shooting rabbits.
If I, yeah, I mean, you know, if I wasn't here right now.
Yeah.
He's in the U.S. He's got a right to bear arms and shoot rats in the alley, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
I mean,
you gotta be like
Maybe.
100. You gotta be like
Yeah.
100 feet away from any domicile, but you close. We could get close.
but can you shoot rats with arms? I don't
Yeah,
think
of
you
course.
shoot rats with bare arms.
Rats are a nuisance. You can wipe out
No, no,
if
no.
you want.
Not with bear arms, with rat arms.
Oh, with rat arms. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah, like the little 22, little 22s.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh.
I assume we start to trickle out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And John had something?
Yeah, so on the way out, I want to ask her, so, have you learned anything of my family?
Not much. I have heard where I've heard tell of a temple in the Darklands. It had been well, the ceiling had collapsed, the entry had collapsed, and some umbral gnomes dug their way in and found a few bodies. It sounds like a few Dromar were with the umbral gnomes, and one of them decided to raise a few of the bodies. One thing that I do know is that a saying among umbral gnomes is when someone doesn't have a name or their name is unknown, they commit Johnny to the dirt.
I guess that's a better starting place than any for right now.
For now. And it was underneath Geb, so it is quite close. Makes sense that there would be necromancers among the Dromar and umbral gnomes there.
I'm guessing Drumar are like,
Duergar. Yeah. It's their new name in the Orc license.
Yeah.
Commit Johnny to the dirt, huh? So it's just basically like he's as John Doe.
Yeah.
Exactly. Very funny. Okay. Well, I'll give her a nod and make my way to catch her first.
All right. So, we got about 14 minutes left. What do you guys think you would be? Where do you think you'd be going? With it's about 4:30. So evening's coming soon. The hostel that she's at is expensive, but there are some smaller ones in the area, and then there's
How expensive?
Wait, we didn't ask her for rooms.
she gave you her room number if you want to come
Oh, okay.
visit her anytime, but
Wow, no, that's
Not
like,
to
hey, you can
pass out.
sleep.
yeah, no sleeping on her floor.
How much is a room?
That is a good question. Does the new GM screen have that?
I assume we wouldn't start investigating the school yet. I don't know that we'd go to the Shrine of Urgathoa yet.
Well, we could always try to get information. We just go back to the bar, talk to people, get hammered, cross the street again, and go pass out to the border.
Might be a good time just to visit with the other Bloodlords, though.
So, yeah.
So, go have a party with Zinti.
Sydney.
You guys want to flowers?
After some well-needed R&R after spending several days on the road and several fights through the prior town.
Yeah.
Can use some R&R and go and party and figure out some more information or what we might be able to do with him.
So, per person, standard of living, depending on what you're looking for, if you want to just subsist, it's 4 silver per week. If you want to be comfortable, it's 1 gold per week. Fine is 30, and extravagant is 100.
Sydney seems like an extravagant guy.
Yeah,
Let's go
and
on.
this hostel would be in the extravagant area as well.
Yeah, Momonga ain't staying there. Don't
Yeah.
want the money.
Not
No.
unless Berlin's paying.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Medium one was like 10 gold a week or something.
Comfortable is 1, and fine is 30.
30 silver.
Gold.
What lower? What's lower?
The 1 gold a week seems up my alley.
Yeah, that's comfortable. You're getting decent meals if you need them, and yeah.
Well, how many weeks are we going to be here?
That's a good question.
No, probably no more than 1.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the 30. I'm going to spend 30 gold on
Can I just bunk with Not?
the
While I try to sell him?
I got no problem with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you'll
try
sleep
to
at the
sell
bottom
it.
of the bed.
Shit, I might not even sleep on the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't in some of the other places. You curled up on people's
Guys
laps.
spends the extra gold to be comfortable, still sleeps on the floor.
Yeah.
Classic dog move. Buy these nice dog beds for you and you still don't fucking use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
talking
getting-
about you, Moose.
I'm getting- Alright, I'm removing 30 gold.
Okay.
I'll remove my 1. Or if I'm bunking with... No,
You
I
can
still have
just
to pay for like food, so I'll
No,
bunk
it's
with it.
all. I'm pretty sure it's all.
I don't think you share your food.
You don't share your food unless you want to share your
I'll
food.
remove the 1.
They don't
Okay.
have that going downstairs to the what is that that breakfast that they have, continental breakfast, right? I bring my companion to the continental breakfast.
Try the blood.
For
Try
30
the
gold,
blood.
you do get a +1
The
every.
blood sausage.
Def- Definitely try the blood sausage. It is delicious.
I tried to give Lyra the blood sausage and she wasn't having it. So.
A little heretical.
Was that the food, or are you getting euphemistic on me? That's a
little bit
word.
of both, right? A little bit of both. Depends on how you take it, right?
But yeah, I
You can
assume
take that either way too.
I assume for next session we'll probably. I mean, I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth, but we'll hang out with the Blood Lords a bit, and then
Okay.
go to the shrine. Or are we going to the university first?
Shrine's not a bad idea. We got a couple days before we go see the
Yeah,
Lecture.
her lecture. Her lecture's in a couple days as well.
Yeah. It's in 3 days.
So yeah,
we got a little bit
go to the shrine first. Let's go to the lecture and just immediately ask her, like, have you ever heard about grave hags?
just start trolling it. Just start throwing stuff out.
Have you heard the news about the grave claw, Kevin?
I was just about to point this out. Grave claw, grave hag.
She could have been the leader the whole time, and I just never met her.
Yeah. You always thought your mom was the leader because everyone seemed afraid of her, but
Yeah, well, she clearly was the weakest of the three, in hindsight. Covens are most commonly trios, though, right?
usually, yeah. They can get bigger, but
Yeah.
At a
usually.
bare minimum.
Yeah.
Well, we could tell her that there's this, whatever grave hag that we found murder. So that was pretty much long gone. Try to get a reaction out of her.
We don't have the head for Debrusca, which is almost a good thing. She could probably reanimate her.
Yeah, I was gonna say we do have several fingers.
I don't know if you can reanimate someone based on fingers.
I
Not
mean,
reanimate, but just show her, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I could give her the
Technically.
finger, put 2 of them in my hands. She'll recognize it.
Heckle her by throwing fingers at her while she's giving her lecture.
Ooh. It is literally about it.
What, do you think she's gonna openly attack us right in the hall there?
I just don't know what it's gonna. Like, she'll get us kicked out. She'll call security if nothing else.
What's the school security gonna do? They're like a step up from mall security. Don't worry about it.
A school security at a school for like wizardry and stuff. I think they're probably pretty proficient.
I'll shoot him with my gun.
I mean, proficient, or would be more concerned with breaking up students from slipping off into the closets. You know,
Just casually banish them.
That's a 1 minute cooldown there for the both of you. So
You have a minute to figure out what your next steps are.
Alright.
Throw some fingers at her and see what happens.
Okay. So we're looking at some fun with the Bloodlords and the Palladium, the shrine first, and then going elsewhere, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Thank you.
will
Probably
have that ready for next week. And look at that, we're finished on time for you to not be up until, what was it, 2:30, 3 o'clock last time?
Yes, that is good, especially because I definitely a little. Oh, I looked on the wrong side. I definitely tapped into the stash this week, so I'm a little gone.
Well done.
Hey,
A little
it's all
bit.
good.
A little bit. You know what? I'm a fucking adult. Yay!
Do what I want.
Do what I want.
Ice cream for breakfast. Hell yeah. Well,
Right. Well, I mean,
my stomach won't let that.
Yeah. You know,
Now that I can do whatever I want, I can't do whatever I want anymore.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
kids. Not that you should be watching, but as you get old, even a little older, you gotta watch what you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Anyway.
Man, that was great.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Gotta love a good shopping session.
God, I mean, all those formulas. Woo,
Right.
I gotta list this high. It's great,
Yeah.
guys. We're gonna make so many fun things for you all to use and hit other people with.
God, I just want a swarm of raptors. God.
I'm so stoked for Raptor Party. I cannot wait.
And the best part is that I should take the feet so that I can ride it.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
And
Yes.
We're gonna get at level 12
The Dest-
we're going for that destiny, the Ghost Rider or whatever it is. The
Apocalypse Rider.
Yeah. So it could go that route. So just make it your raptor.
That would be
Yeah.
actually. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah. And luckily, Knot has one bone specimen, and you're gonna need bone specimens to make the fossils.
Oh, and as part of that too, I was given a converting magic items thing for breaking down stuff to make other things. So feed me, and I will feed you. Yes.
I wouldn't shoot on that one.
He will.
So
Yeah, he might not let it go.
You have to sneak it away from him. Swap in a different phone.
It is sneaky, right?
Just Indiana Jones.
Okay, and actually, I do have the salvage item action that I can drop in there, which is now in your exploration section.
But speaking of, yes, whenever we do wrap up, I have some foundry things to ask you about.
Absolutely. We are gonna wrap up right now, so we can say bye. Join us next week. Sorry we were pre-recorded second time, but hey, that's life. Sometimes you got shit to do on the weekend. And yeah, if you go to arcforge.com, get $5 off of the fantasy or sci-fi starter pack, which is the Fantasy Essentials or Sci-Fi Essentials content pack, along with the Arc and Forge toolkit. Just use code MushroomTips at checkout. You get that $5 off, and we get a little bit of a kickback. And yeah,
Forge, heck yeah.
Arc and Forge, fuck yeah. I'm gonna send you guys to the ending screen. You'll see the credits for, I guess, most of the modules. I have to update it with the latest modules, but most of the modules and where we got all the tokens and whatnot. And probably, I think I do have the ad there, so 6 minutes of Pat and Cadence talking about Arc and Forge. So, thanks for joining, and we'll see you next week. What we will do is we will pick up next week. So, Pat, did you guys want to do the commercial?
For sure. We're ready. Cadence, you want to start her off? Okay, hold on. Ready, set, go. Hold on to your 20. I already screwed up. Hold on to your D20 bag and don't shrink away. Are you ready to take your Pathfinder adventures to the next level? Well, we've got something special for you.
Introducing Arkham Forge Toolkit.
Yeah, you're good. The ultimate companion for game masters.
Masters and storytellers alike. And guess what?
What?
It's one-time payment, no subscription fees. Imagine that!
No way! The Arkham Forge toolkit can be used fully offline and installed in an unlimited number of devices with just one purchase. That's right, unlimited. So whether you're planning your next dungeon crawl at home or preparing for your next Pathfinder Society mission, your toolkit is right there with you.
But wait, there's more. Easily import and manage your own content. Build fully animated maps with real-time lighting and hook up a TV or projector for an in-person gaming experience that will blow your party's mind faster than a fireball spell.
Whoa, that sounds intense.
It is.
Oh, manage your campaigns with a robust linkable note system because let's face it, keeping track of your epic saga is just as important as slaying that ancient dragon.
Ooh.
And speaking of
Now,
dragons,
set the scene with impressive audio that will transport you and your players to another realm. It's like having a bard's magical soundtrack for